live.
We have a special guest today.
It's Jack!
Yay! You guys may have seen Jack. He was starring in the Fundamentals campaign. So we love Jack. He is a really good dog. And he gives off very good puppy vibes. All right. Important stuff while we're getting the people on here. Okay, guys, so we are going to talk today about fundamentals. So this is season 4, episode 2. Is that what we said?
Episode
2. Episode 2. And we're going to go through some of the new fundamentals. And we know that fundamentals are really important because they are the groundwork of our closet. And for us, it's very much the way that we've been designing and styling. And it's why, in terms of even when we ship them, we bring them out first because we want you to really do that work of laying that groundwork, and then everything else that you get from Tibby or from other designers is going to build really nicely on that. So, fundamentals. What do we want to say? They're amazing.
They're really good. They work with everything that's already in your closet.
But I think that one of the key things about fundamentals, and a couple of you guys wrote to me after my post this morning saying this, is that you realized that you had been buying basics, and basics that were really basic, a basic cut, basic proportions, and just basic. And so at the end of the day, you felt basic, and if you wear them a lot, then you felt basic a lot, and that sucks. So the idea of the fundamentals is that they are push enough to pique your curiosity, to make you kind of cock your head and say, is that right? Is my eye, like, am I loving it just yet?
Right.
Like, the too sure you are that you love something right away, like, sometimes that becomes the bummer later on.
Yeah.
When there's a little friction with it.
Yeah, you kind of, there has to be that, like, 90% like you love it, but 10% you're like, I'm
Do I
scared of
really?
it.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, and I think that's really, with our spring, fundamentals, it is obviously a lot of like silhouettes and styles that Tibby is known for, but in some new fabrications, there's definitely been some expansion into colors that we haven't really tapped into yet.
Yeah, and bringing, the way that fundamentals, they work is that, sometimes they graduate out when we want to just say bye-bye for a little while. Like, you'll come back one day, but bye-bye for now. And then we bring others in. And the way that others come in is because a lot of times it's something that I'm pulling out of the Tibby archive. Tibby's 25 years old, going on year 26. So I'll pull something out of the archive, and Tracy and I kind of look at it and we're like, you're wearing that a lot. Why are you wearing it? Does that feel fresh and new again? Mm-hmm. And should we bring it into fundamentals now? Because we can. That is a new thing that we do that we started about 2 years ago, is allowing ourselves to have these pieces that are forever pieces that really are not designed to go on sale and that you can count on to wear with all of your collection. And in an ironic way, the better fundamentals are, the more they allow us to push and experiment with the collection, because when you put it all together, you don't feel like a crazy person. So first off, before Sarah goes into her outfit, is I'm wearing our skirt. And this is one that we did about 3 or 4 years ago. We've always done a big full skirt.
Yeah.
We were always known for that. But about 4 years ago, we did one in a really thick nylon.
Mm-hmm.
It was very rich, heavy, thick nylon. And I loved it. It was really expensive. I think it was around $800 because it was nylon. It did have a little more of a casual vibe. $800 was...
But it was thick.
It was, it was thick. It was good, but $800 is a push. And because it was so heavy, it made it more of like a 4-mower skirt than a 12-mower skirt. For those of you who are new to us, 12-mower is something that you can wear 12 months out of the year. So we brought the skirt back, and we have done it in a nylon that is a little bit heavier than the sporty nylon that we use. It's heavier than the crispy nylon, and it's heavier than the sporty.
It's definitely heavier than the sporty, but
not at all. Like, you can tell it's got ease, and it's got a nice little sound when you wear it. It does not have as much shine as
I was just
the
going to
sporty.
say, so I think the difference here is that this has more of like a matte finish and is really subdued, whereas like the elastic waistband.
Yeah.
Whereas I think the balloon skirt, which is what people have really come to know and love about the Italian sporty nylon fabric group, that asymmetrical cut. This is just, it's that tweaked a little
Yeah.
bit. It's just like another iteration. The pockets here.
You've got the pockets. You've got this waistband that I'm wearing the size, I did these small, medium, large, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm wearing the size small, and you definitely got room to go to a medium. I'm a size 4 in the line, and a 6 absolutely fits in this. An 8 can, but I will say if you're an 8 wearing it, you might get a little bit of track marks right here.
But I will say, similar to how the pull-on pleated skirts really expand, but
Right.
they really are more wearable for a variety of sizing within a certain extent. I don't think that they're as stringent as.
Show it. Oh, sorry.
No.
So this hits, my belly button is hitting right in the middle of the waistband. And Sarah was talking about the pleated skirt, and I'll say I got more complaints on the pleated skirt I got complaints on the pleated skirt if people bought it too small. Because when it was too small, it started to ride up and it sat uncomfortably. So this is one that if you feel like you are really like more of a 6'8", you want to go into a medium. If you're more of a 12, you want to go into a large here. So it's hitting my belly button here. So it actually comes up about 3/4 of an inch above my belly button. I have a very average proportion here. And then, anyway, so we've got it here, and we have it in these 2 colors as well. And I'm going to show you how these work. They're really, really great. And this one, sometimes I hate saying prices because I really don't want to sound like, gross. But it's $3.95. So we really brought this in at a very strong price point. The other thing, you guys, to look out for, and this is so subtle, and if you don't know to look out for it, then you're going to go into your closet and you're going to realize what pisses you off about certain things that you own, is this skirt has about a 10-inch seam allowance here. It has a very wide band at the bottom. When you buy something where someone has cut corners, or it is really inexpensive and seemingly too good to be true, what you will find is that they have a little bend back hem. Because when you're working with production or costing, they don't want to spend an extra yardage, like almost a full yard with this sweep, just to support the bottom hem of this skirt. But it's really, really important, because what that big hemline does is it looks designer for a reason, because that is how designer finishes a skirt like this. So number 1, that's it. And then number 2, designer does that because it keeps the skirt, it helps the skirt maintain shape. So even though the fabric is a little soft and easy, the shape is maintained by the strength of that hem. So that's something that you really want to look for. And then can I throw on may I throw on that? Yeah. Before I throw this on, I also want to show you, this is our sweatshirt in the, it's got the little slit here. And I love this sweatshirt because the goal here with the sweatshirt is all the ease and the recognition of a sweatshirt, but it is really refined. If you were in an office environment, you could easily wear this with a work pant and no one is like, okay, street kid, like you look like you're put together properly for the office. I'm going to show it with this because you guys have been asking for a couple more ways to style the pull-on fleece, and I think that the zip-up one is sold out, but we have the pull-on one left. What I want to show you before I put it on, though, that I don't think we really demonstrated, is with this fleece, you can really cinch it in at the bottom, which we love. But what bothered me was after we cinched it in, you have these dangling things, and I run through subway turnstiles and I get all caught and I fall down. So inside the jacket, we have a little snap here that you can snap it up so that it doesn't dangle down. So dangling is rude. I had someone, I love it, someone from Italy, Richmond, they're like, I don't understand how the clothing can be rude. Please explain the rude clothing. I'm like, it's a thing.
What I'm wearing? What sizes is someone wearing? In
So Sarah wears an extra small in the fleece. Katura, you had on the medium the other day, and that was
the large.
You like the large, okay? So she had on the medium, and she liked the large. I will say the fleece is one. Just like I was saying with the pleated skirt, when people bought it too small, it annoyed them. What we found in the very beginning when we first started selling these was people were sizing down. People were writing me, they're like, I sized down 3 sizes and that. And then they wrote back later and they're like, well, fuck, my eye adjusted and now.
You have a very tiny top.
Yeah, they're like, now I've got a Patagonia fleece and I wanted, something different. No shade on Patagonia, but this is different for a reason. So you can see we got rid of this hanging down by just being able to pin it up in there or snap it up. So here I am wearing it in the size small, which is my size. I like the size small. And this guy just becomes like this really good winter look. And of course I would pair this in with a pair of boots. Mm-hmm. And what I love about the fleece is someone wrote to me and they said when they opened it up, their husband was like, that should not have been named a fleece. That was rude. And I feel bad that we gave this the name of fleece because sometimes
What would they have named
something fabulous. Like I was looking at this Stella McCartney fleece jacket and they had named it something fabulous. And I'm like, damn, I mean, that's an Italian fleece like we use. Like it just is rich and we should have given it
Rich fleece.
Rich fleece, yes. Anyways, because someone asked if it pills and I was like, this would never
No, it's a rich
ever
fleece.
pill, like
Obviously.
no, I feel like that little dog bed that we got Reed, like that pills. But
Reed is a
This
6'4"
would-
man.
yeah. We got him a dog bed though. It's good for photo shoots. Anyway, so here you go. We love this, and you guys can talk about. Why don't you talk about this texture thing happening here? That burrito looks so good.
Sarah, most people want to know what you're wearing. So you're wearing the. Yes.
And
This
now
is the
Matt.
Charlie or the Gabe?
This is the Charlie. Fun fact: Charlie and Gabe are Amy's children. I am wearing the Charlie striped shirt. It is a grayish green and black stripe. It is a size small, which I would take that size. And the pants I'm wearing are a familiar style. They are a jogger. This is our new navy sateen material. It also comes in a Stella, which is amazing. And this comes in a rose pink too. I am wearing a small. I would take an extra small. However, we have not received, the store is receiving as we speak. So we're making do with the sample size, which as you guys know is a size 4. So I just rolled them, which I think works. I decided to put a pair of red leggings underneath just to add a little bit of like fun and friction in terms of color, because otherwise it's like a very conservative palette, and I feel as a risk taker that I just, even though I really do love like traditional silhouettes and shapes, that I needed something to punch it up a little bit.
So what I love is that Sarah, we all know, is like petite, but she is not averse to these pants. So she has both zippers open and they kind of open. I don't know if you can if you guys can see them under the comments, but she has them open and they're still kind of swinging to the front, so you're getting that pop of color that she's wearing underneath. Even if you didn't do that, it still would hang and not drag on the floor, which I love.
Totally.
And
So
then-
I think, so I am a Sam jean wearer, I am a Stella pant wearer. So what I do love about the jogger is that you kind of get the best of both. So like Katura just mentioned, there is a little swing in the pant, but it's not dragging on the floor because it is weighted down by the cinch at the
But
bottom.
this is a regular, not a long.
This is a
Right.
guys, this is not the long.
Right. So if you're thinking about getting this and you're close to Sarah's height, you shouldn't be afraid of getting the regular.
Totally. Yeah, I would say 5'5" and under should lean towards the regular.
And play with it.
Yeah.
I'm holding the pant that she has on, and it's actually, I just held it because I have on the Celia Drape, and I know a lot of you missed out on that and were really upset, but I think this is a really beautiful add to your closet. You can see the navy is only slightly different, a little bit lighter, and it has a little bit of a, it doesn't look like Duchess satin, but it's more matte than the Celia, and
Totally.
tried it in a way, I guess you could say.
And I think what So this is my favorite pant and material. This is side by side for this collection.
This is navy also.
Yes, the Stella version specifically, which should be coming very soon. What I really like about it is the utilitarian details that we love in all of our Tibi pant shapes, but then the luxury, almost like precious fabric. I really liked that juxtaposition. So it's one of those pieces that I can really dial up an outfit or tone it down depending on the top that I'm wearing, the accessories. Like I could wear these pink pants with, as I would, the red cardigan
Should be so good.
and little top from Resort. Hold your questions.
Yeah.
Matt's raising his hand if you were wondering. And I would probably wear a little like zebra shoe from Resort as well. Again, because fundamentals, we really want to be able to, wear them back to current and previous collections, and we think about them when we're moving forward as well.
I just want to dig into the shirt one more time. So I usually wear the gabe shirt, which is oversized. And can you turn around and spin you around? So her yoke here, the gabe, maybe the yoke comes down a little bit farther. It almost looks like an anorak. It has a little lip on it. Oh, voila. So if you do a side by side with this, you can see where the yoke hits here. You still get that signature detail. And this is kind of cool. It reminds me of like a vintage windbreaker, and this is cut on the diagonal, so that's interesting. So it's not your traditional button down, but she's wearing it kind of like oversized. What feels a little.
Yeah. So I'll untuck it for a second because this is this slim shirt, and this is the gabe. So as you can see, it's cut a bit shorter in the front and more open in the back. Again, we have the slits here so that there's optimal styling opportunities. This shirt also has a similar slit detail, but I tend to lean more traditional when I'm wearing a slim shirt, so I decided to tuck it into the pant just to add a little juxtaposition for the eye.
And oftentimes when we get shirts that have a shirt tail, you think that means you have to tuck it in. You don't have to tuck it in. You could, but I mean, it's not a requirement that you tuck it in because it's open. And this is the shirt I also had and tucked in the front of my collar as well.
So the blue one that Sarah's wearing, Max has in Denver, Space 519.
Okay.
Denver, she's talking about, guys. Stop listening for Denver.
Space 519 in Chicago, Pamela Robbins, and then the Hive in Washington, D.C.
So all around the world.
Go and get it. This is also the Charlie in the, nope, it's the gabe in the blue.
How does the shiny nylon feel?
It feels
delicious.
It feels delicious. Amy could tell you that I love this material. Amy said, Sarah, what was the one thing that you would want for this for all of spring? And I said I would really love a navy satin pant. And 2 days later,
voila,
Tracy comes in and was like, well, obviously I had these made 3 months ago. And
for you, they work for you.
They feel really great. They have
a little more casual vibe than that one.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. But I do think that I do a little bit more casual, but still, we were saying how the material really is refined in the shape because it's so sporty. It really does hit that sweet spot.
Yeah, someone called this liquid leather before. I thought it was kind of cute, but this has definitely a matte to it. And
I wouldn't confuse that one for leather.
Yeah.
With that one you do.
Right, from a distance. Vault. So I'm wearing this back to, don't tell anybody, my spouse's sweater because it's a very chill vibe for me, and I'm doing clearly one on the bottom with our spring color in the what color? Do we have a cool name for this?
Lime acid.
Acid.
Acid. I like
acid
that.
Green.
Acid green.
Acid funk.
I think it's actually
Yeah.
gecko green.
I don't know, but if you look at that, even back to this navy, it's so rich and so good, and I just wanted to show you guys.
By the way, we love it with that mint color in that pant too.
We do. We love it with
that
the top.
green, as a one, that is so strange.
You would think that right. It's definitely the good.
We also love her.
And with the khaki, yeah.
Oops. Oh yeah. I would totally do this khaki back to this type of green. All right.
We do.
So I just wanted to show you guys, kill a few birds here, kill 5 birds with one stone. I wanted to show you, number one, how the trench coat layers up. This is from sale, the trench coat, but I wanted to show you, someone wrote to me and they're like, I have X brand of trench coats that I've always loved, but they're feeling tired to me. And they're like, well, what turned out to be the problem was you can't layer it because it had a really high armhole. And now you've got this perfect trench coat for when it rains outside, and then you can't get anything on underneath it. So if you're walking around in a sundress, it's the perfect trench coat, but otherwise then you're screwed. So what is great about a good trench coat is when you have this dropped armhole. You guys can see this is where the armhole hits. Also, just quality-wise, your trench coat should look really, really beautiful from the inside. Those are the things that we look out for sure. And when buttons are secured with other buttons too, it sucks when you're like buttoning up and then things fall off. So look for that little security of that button there. All right, so that's the trench coat. And you know that we love the black one as well. Thank you. So now I am just wearing the white skirt, and I wanted to show you how this absolute of mashup of colors really comes together. And when you start slowly acquiring the perfect basics in your closet, what you're going to see is you stop like cataloging outfits in your mind. And listen, stylists are amazing, and people are at all different needs for different stylists. But what I would never want is, I wouldn't want someone to come in and build like 20 outfits and put the pictures there for me. I think it's good to like kind of kickstart things, but the idea of fundamentals is that you don't know what the outfit potential is. You just know that each day, that each piece is chill, modern, and classic, and it's PDW, and you can wear it throughout the year. And so that in some way, shape, or form, when you put it on, you are gonna feel exactly like yourself and really interesting. And so I've got this pile up of fundamentals, but absolutely once spring hits, I am gonna wear some of the more push runway collection pieces, and I'm going to still feel like myself. So of course, some fundamentals, you have the Liam blazer here, and I'm gonna put on the suit in the new color for you guys in a minute. And then the other thing that we have here is the sweatshirt, but in a hoodie version. And this is something that we all love hoodies. A lot of us play sports here. It's something that is highly functional to us. It's something that we're very comfortable in. I love the way that a hoodie comes out of the back of a blazer. It just, when a blazer can ever start to feel too formal, it just takes it down a notch. So we love the hoodie here. And then I am wearing it with the white skirt. And I don't think you can see where my socks end, which is really good. What this means is this is opaque, it's not transparent. This has really good coverage in the skirt, and we don't mind these. And the reason why is because I promise you, if these skirts were lined, it will start to feel way too precious on you. And I think too, someone had asked where these earrings came from. I just got these from, I just ordered them from this young designer out in LA, Lee Miller, and I'm really happy with them because when I'm wearing all this like really casual stuff, these like guys, it's not fine jewelry, it's costume, but I mean, I don't want to call it that because that actually might take away from the workmanship that's in it, but it's amazing. So good jewelry works up your sweatshirt.
Awesome.
Okay.
People who are carrying our stuff.
Okay.
So for the skirt, matches.
Okay, guys. Okay, you Europeans and everything, you're going to be so excited here. So we've got Matches in London is going to be carrying this, and the Matches order should be going up shortly. So, ring the bell in London. You guys are going to be so excited. We have Boboli in Vancouver, and we love Boboli. They've got the skirt. Schneeweiss in Austria. For any of you Europeans, you know that Schneeweiss is amazing with getting orders out to all of you guys. We love her so much. So we want to support them as much as possible. Muse in New Zealand, Altair Group in the Middle East has this. Mohawk General Store, which is one of our favorite stores, and that's actually, I think, how I found this Lee Miller brand, because Bo was stocking it out there. Kick Pleat, of course, in Austin. This is a perfect Austin skirt, and I would wear it with cowboy boot, by the way. And Sebo in Atlanta, Georgia, a tiny little boutique and absolutely amazing. So we have a lot of people carrying this skirt It's really good. I hope we have,
I mean, it's
I love
it's
it.
really good.
So good.
It's really good.
All right, you guys want to come back out, do your denim thing?
Yeah, denim. Like, I think as we probably know, I'm fully the classic wash Sam jeans is like my ultimate go-to. We are now just coming out with the slim men's Charlie shirting in the denim as well. So it's going to be the same fit as the slim Charlie shirting. I can show you when I button it up. This is a size small. However, the pants I'm wearing, they are my size. They are a 24, so they fit me good, which is awesome. And I live in them, and you can ask anybody in the office. It's a constant wear. So this is the shirt buttoned up. As you can see, it's got more of a slim fit than the Gabe shirting. This is a size small. I would take an extra small in this shirting. Denim is like the most luxurious feel. It's got depth to it. The color is incredible. But I am wearing it here with our unisex tee, the crew neck. Oh my God, thank you. I appreciate it. I did a little tie in the back. So basically all I did, just because I didn't want to do big, I wanted big, slim skin. So I did a little tie of the shirt in the back and just rolled it underneath. And now I am wearing the shirt. It's so nice.
You guys are familiar with this body. This is very similar to the ultra suede button down top.
So it's
but
the Charlie,
Yeah.
Charlie shirting.
yeah,
which
and it
is-
also comes in extra large, and there's multiple ways to wear it. If you're not going to wear it as a jacket, you can totally button it, tuck it in. You could button it and do a front tuck. Wears well, plays well back to the Stella. Also the jogger, which I love.
Yeah, it's just a really great all-around piece. You could even do a partial tuck. You can leave it open underneath. You can put a fun color as your one underneath. I am wearing it with our resort shoes. I really liked it because for me, this whole denim outfit felt like a one. So before it felt like a nun, so I wanted my one to be the shoe. Which I
Would
think
you
is
wear this 12 months or?
100%. Yeah,
Right.
I think this is honestly in the summer. This becomes like the perfect jacket to
Like a
go
third
take
layer.
with you. Right, it's that shirt that you pack
Under a
because
slip
it's
dress.
functional. You wear it on the airplane. You also wear it to, whatever you need to, and then it doubles as a jacket during the warmer months when you just need to open it and wear a t-shirt underneath, like so. But it's really just easy, and the shape is one we all know and love. The
It's a good way to wear yours. Sorry about that. Your sale items that you buy back to this. So a lot of you got the nylon balloon dress. That would be great here. I mean, it's a little voluminous, but yeah.
I also want to point out here that what happens when you mix this together as well is this is like all that good texture.
Yeah.
Where it is so seemingly simple. Like I had just posted this TikTok and someone wrote on there and they're like, yeah, you make it look effortless, but we know that you spent 2 hours selecting the items from your closet. And I'm like, okay, you have no fucking idea who I am because that would not ever be the case. And the thing is this is when people want to talk shit about you, it's because you look at it and you're like, somehow this all came together. There's no way it was that effortless. But if you start to catalog those items that you're getting in terms of the texture,
Yeah.
that like,
And while this looks flat compared to the acid wash that we got on sale, this still does have a texture. It's washed,
Yeah.
garment wash.
And you can, it's light wash, so you can sort of see the definition and the color in the different areas of the shirt, as down here is a little lighter
Yeah,
than
denim
up
doesn't
here.
have to have abrasion for it to be
No.
textured.
I also think that's the great part about denim. Every piece is sort of unique in itself.
kind of adds a little bit of toughness.
Yeah,
Which is good.
depth, but
Okay, so this is the new colorway here in the suiting for fundamentals. And so I am wearing the Stella pant. I wear a size 4 in the Stella pant. I'm just going to bring this up because it's relating to fit. So I have a couple extra pounds on me from the holidays, and so that's given me another inch through here. So the reason why I'm bringing it up is, like, Tracy would not let me do the fittings this week because I'm going to distort them. It's a real thing. And so when you know about exactly where things fit within a size and on your body, what you'll know is that normally these would sit a little bit lower on me. If they were sitting lower, they would be a little bit longer on me. So once you guys really get into the rhythm of understanding your measurements and all the push-pull that comes into place that affects length and sizing, the more you know, the better decisions that you're going to be able to make. And Coutura has some really interesting things coming up in the future that we'll share with you later on to really help you do that. Because it's one thing too, a lot of people ask me, what is the length of the jacket on me and what size should I be wearing? Well, I'm 5'5" and I'm wearing it, right, this way, you see it at this length. If you were sizing down in the Liam, and let's say maybe you are more of a size 10 and you've chosen to wear the size small in the Liam and you're really a large or medium, you can see what's going to happen is you're going to fill up more of the shoulder. And when you fill up more of the shoulder, you can lose about 2 inches here in the length. It's not necessarily good or bad, it's just a fact. And that way, when you get it, sometimes people are like, I don't know what happened, like, why is this one so much shorter than what you're wearing online? And it's because I have very narrow shoulders and I'm wearing the size small, and therefore the whole thing relaxes on me and sits a little bit lower. Bryn, can you grab the other style? Do we have the other style? Oh no, is that for fall? Never mind. Okay. We have a new style for fall. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so in this group, we've got Schneeweiss again. We've got Harvey Nichols in Hong Kong. We've got La Pointe in San Francisco. Net-a-Porter for really easy ordering. And Vert and Vogue, if you guys know them, they are in North Carolina and really, really, really incredible company here. So this is the mid group. And then I'm going to show you two.
Oh, can I take these? You want these?
No, I'm going to grab here, you can come on out. Come with me. Yeah, I do. I just want to show you guys, personally, I love the Liam because we know that, the Stellas, because I can manipulate them in so many different ways. I just have on the Liam, but I just want to put on the Marlin to give you. And sometimes subtle differences. The Marlin is more narrow and it feels like a little more conservative of a cut. So sometimes for me, if I'm wearing the Liam and this and it's very casual, right? So I like to have the balance where then if I just put on the Marlin here, then I've got the upper is a little more streamlined, and then I've got on the green here. So anyways, it's a whole look. When you guys get this colorway, go to town on what you mix it with. Like, it is a color that looks great with a red top underneath it, browns, weird purples, even like the lavender shoe here looks really interesting up against it. And when you're layering the t-shirts, yes, everyone needs like the perfectly refined t-shirts in their closet, for sure. But if you're wanting to really experiment with some strange, interesting colors to wear back with things, that's where you do not have to invest the whole bank in it. Like, if you've got your favorite candy store or vacation spot t-shirt or whatever, pull those out. When you're on vacation and you want something to remember a place by, get the t-shirt. Choose it in the weirdest color that they have possible, because it's going to be the interesting thing that adds something to your closet when you need it to just make a suit more interesting.
Do you hate that I'm wearing red and black?
Go dogs. No.
I was like, what page in the book does it say, like, go red?
As long as you don't have like Wall Street 80s vibes, like it's a good look. And I love it with the zebra.
In my
And in your
size, right?
Clearly.
I am wearing the same skirt that Amy was wearing originally. I'm also wearing a size small. I rolled it once because this is not my size, and I would wear an extra extra small. But again, the store in New York is receiving more product later this week, so we're making do with what we have. We decided to recut the soft drape top that I could go on and on about from spring 2022. Again in black, so if you have it, lucky you. We also cut it in a new sand color. This one is a little less yellow than the last one, but just as amazing, and they are two different colors, I promise you. So I decided I'm wearing just a red legging. You can literally get a red legging anywhere, Walmart, Target, go nuts. So I decided to tuck in this top into the waistband to kind of create a more like formal look, almost like a cummerbund-ish, and also just add just some interest right in the middle. And then I really love these zebra shoes from Resort. They are obviously not my size. I'm not shoe sample size, but I really like having one print that kind of encapsulates all of the colors, which I do feel like this does. And then kind of just like a little nod to the 80s. I've made a little like faux stirrup at the bottom. But this is something that I honestly could wear to a very like formal thing. I would put on some sneakers or even like a white Rudolph flat or a zebra Rudolph flat, go to the office. So I would definitely say that the skirt and top are for sure PDW. Again, a lot of the fundamentals are really easily dressed up or toned down. I really think that that is the purpose that they serve, especially when we introduce the mainline collection. And for those of you that have seen the runway show, you know that we've woven in fundamentals because that is really at the core of TV's ethos. So you may have seen a few of these pieces in the runway show, and we will continue to, of course, style like that. And here's the girl.
Hey guys, so I had to come and show you this. I threw this on. We're gonna have a conversation really quick about intended fit versus preferred fit and also arms. I threw this on and I had it undone with this tied around my neck. This is actually the lightweight cashmere open sleeve sweater, and I felt so good. I was like, oh shoot, I look really good. So I had to show you that. And I'm not really concerned. I know a lot of people talk to me about being concerned about their arms. I mean, look at that girl. But I don't feel uncomfortable. No, but it's so, I mean, look at that. If you walk somewhere and you're like, damn, yeah, damn, for real. So feel how you want to feel, but we can let go of that in 2023. And then I actually want to show you this. It also comes in a square body. Oh, I didn't talk to you about intended fit. So this is small. Yes, can I fit it? That's great. Does it stretch? That's great. But I know that there would be more ease and it would look more like what the model was wearing if I had it in my right size. So this is fine if that's your preference, but intended fit is for it to be a little bit more easy. So I just wanted, that's me preaching. Oh no, Wednesday. Oh, and this body is really great too, which I'm very excited about. And these are the nylons in crispy nylon white. Sorry about that. And this is a part of the mom toolkit. We'll talk about it later. That's it.
Amazing. Thank you. Okay, and you know what is a good example with the sweater that you're wearing, Katura, is that was a sweater that we had last year in the main collection. And at the time, people were like, okay, that's crazy sweater. And you could only pull one arm out. And it was like really, really pushed. And then your eye got used to it and more used to it. And then I'm wearing it and I'm like, well, shit, if I'm hot enough to take out one arm, like, I kind of would like the option to take out both arms. And so sometimes, like, this is our own actual intelligence. Like, it was something that we made. We loved it. It was very push. Your eye settles in, you tweak it, and then it comes into fundamentals. And I think that's what's key. A lot of companies, and I know you guys are mostly like people interested in style here, but this is an interesting fact from a company point of view. A lot of companies say, let's put it down the runway, let's make it really push, and then we'll bring it into like a fundamentals basic type line, and then we'll shrink it down and we'll make it more average and we'll like make it smaller and we'll reduce the level of the cashmere. That's not what we do. If I can figure out that 2 arms out as an option is better than 1, then to me that's the way that you evolve something from when it goes to collection into fundamentals. But anything else would have been rude. Absolutely. All right, so in this group, we also have the vest. I wanted to show you guys. This is a size 4 in the vest. I mean, for me, with my flat ass chest, I probably could wear a 2 and I would be fine. But I'm wearing 4, and that's okay. And what did you have? I love these colors together.
So good. Wow, we're both wearing the Marlin. So for those of you who are asking what shirt Sarah was wearing, it is the soft drape. This is the other colorway. It is the same fabrication. It is so nice on the body. It feels really good, and it sort of gives you, I feel like it gives a button down without sort of the sharpness that sometimes, like, you know, a cotton can have. This is really, like, really easy. It's, you know, it moves, it flows, and the color is just.
And that's another example. Like the soft drape was actually part of collection last year, and
Yeah.
then we were like, we love it so much. We wore it all the time. It really became a fundamental. So sometimes these guys go into the runway collections, and they've got on like little fundamental training heels. No, he
They're
graduated.
fundamentals in training.
Yay.
They made it the level. No, but I remember last sale when we did the sweater that Katura was wearing, but in the other colors, people, once they sort of understood how that was being styled, they leapt at the chance to get it. So I think it's really exciting.
Well, also, it allows you to break out of that black and white rut,
Yeah.
and then the brown and white rut. Like this really, again, gives you the depth of the collection. Like you got on the denim, you've got on four different textures here. You've got on the white shoe. It's all good.
Yeah.
So let me just stay here for a minute. Just talk amongst yourself for a second, or answer your
Alright.
question. I'm just gonna throw this on, and this will be the last thing we do.
Are there any questions, or should I just talk about my sizing?
Talk about your sizing.
Oh, okay. So we all know these are the same jeans. I'm wearing a size 24. The shirt is a small. I would probably take an extra small, which is my true size. And in the Marlin blazer, this is a 4, which I would take a 4, but that is also because my eye is really adjusted to sort of how I really like the limbs on me, which I take an extra small, and I'm also bigger in the chest, so I would have to size up. Anyway, from the 00, just for comfort reasons, especially because I really enjoy layering sweaters and all that. One of my other favorite things is really the tonal colors in the elbow with this shirt and the Marlin and the stone. It's really just so good.
That
So
is
good.
the stone.
Yes, this is the stone. This is the tropical wool stone Marlin, and then this is the soft drape shirting. And oh, you're still wearing it. They wanted to see the two colors.
And does the mint
Side by
match?
side.
Does the new mint match the old mint?
Does the mint match the old mint? Yeah, I
Yes.
think it does.
Yes,
Yes,
Yeah.
it does.
I didn't.
So this is the same.
Amy's like, what did she do that? They wanted to
They
see
just
the
want to
color.
see they just want to see the two shirts.
Well, here are all the colors.
All right, line up.
Here are all the colors
Yeah.
together.
See, Amy
It's
is
so
that
nice
tall.
we've had this time together. Yeah.
No, go ahead. I need buttons.
No, but I think that, so I just want to show this. And you guys know when you're ready for the train, you just tuck your socks, your pants into your socks. I am wearing the Cashmere t-shirt here. This is the full length of it. I am wearing the size small, and it is lightweight enough that you can tuck it in without looking like you've got too much junk going up in there. And it's a good way to have ease that is super duper refined. So listen, we have another pickup happening in Italy for a couple hundred books, and then the big pickup happening. So I know that so many of you guys have received your books, and I'm so excited. If you notice that one of the pages was printed twice, that's because it was so damn important we wanted to say it twice. It's not really why, but we'll just say it is now. Exactly. But I know you guys are loving the book, and once I feel comfortable that everyone's got their book in hand, we're going to change these IG Lives to start doing some deep dives into different chapters. And so you guys can even ask me questions ahead of time so that I'll make sure I get everything answered. And then Matt is going to come on and do his last minute thing to tell you guys how to post about the book. And thank you so much for those of you who have done that. It has been really exciting for us to see, and I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. So thank you very much. Oh, next week, Sarah and I we're leaving for Mexico with Max on Friday, 7 a.m. flight. We're leaving for Mexico. So next week, Katura and the store gang are going to be taking over the IG, and it's going to be really, really good because they're going to have all the stuff there and the range of sizes to try it on and show it to you. And you're going to see like Grace and then Patrick and then Katura and the whole like, it's going to be really good. So I will see you guys after Mexico. You do your thing and
Yes.
all right.
Okay, stay with me for 2 seconds. You guys have started posting about the book. It's really awesome. And we really want to get you involved on our social side of things. So whenever you're posting about the book or anything Tibby, use the hashtag World of Tibby. We're going to be tracking it. We're going to be pulling content, hopefully. We'll ask for your permission first. And look at the reels we made of the book passing. Because if you make something similar to that, we're hoping to string them all together and make some stuff from your content. That is IG Live for the week, and we will see you soon.